Hi, this is Carrie. Unfortunately, I can't do a live because I've never made videos before and my channel isn't eligible, so I apologize for being late. Just want to let you in on a few things. Well, I beat you guys to the punch. This afternoon, yesterday was kind of weird. I had a bunch of information for Sharon. She had me continue researching it, never read it, and then because she never read it, when I was saying stuff to her, she was repeating like, gee, mama. I said, that's, Gina Faye. She couldn't figure out what I was saying to her. When I was saying, it's me, LOL, for Steph, she couldn't understand me again because she didn't read anything I did. She asked me to do the work for her, but then she wanted to do nothing but just take the credit. And in fact, almost didn't even want to hear what I had to say because she wanted to rush me off so she could talk to Kimmy. And I understand Kimmy's in the area and she's done an interview with her before, but I waited all day. At 4 o'clock in the morning, I woke up to her being on a live, and I never went back to bed after that. And I was saying that to her, like, let's go, let's get this done. All day long, I wanted to respond to videos, but yet I didn't because I wanted to let her release the story and the information that I had. Like the fact that Maddie did get a YouTube check. And I'm assuming the reason why, well, between the fact she told people that she went to a doctor and got antibiotics for her, the glass from the crack pipe in her finger. I don't think she did. I think it was throbbing, and she decided that she would go to a hospital. She could have gone to the walk-in that is right on her stroll while she's working, but she neglected to do that as well. Yeah. So I was really getting annoyed because I couldn't understand why Sharon was, waiting and waiting. Like, people were even coming on with some of the information that I had. So she was losing the first stabs at making the video exposing everything. I couldn't understand why, and not even answering or anything. She called me, and then after that, she told me, I gotta go. I'm gonna call you back, and then just didn't answer. Text, phone, nothing for hours and hours. So I was a little uncomfortable with that. And then people were exposing her that she was nodding off, and I didn't see it because she told me not to have YouTube on because she didn't want the static to go through the phone from, just weird things that can happen when you do that. So I didn't watch it either because I was there for the thing. I listened to it, through the phone. So, yeah, I didn't know that she was nodding off sitting on there. And the 10-minute thing when I had information that would have taken up 20 minutes. Then today, I get a call from Irv. And he first of all texted me, and he had to ask me who I was. But Sharon used that phone for my call-in last night. So he had my number. He proceeded to tell me that she's crazy, and she trashed his van, his work vehicle. And she's been threatening him that she's going to OD and then blame it on him. She told him if he fell asleep, she was going to stick him with one of her fentanyl needles, which would kill him because he doesn't do anything like that. She proceeded to call his grandkids the N-word with ER on the end. I take great offense to that. My kids are like triracial. I really hate that when somebody uses that word with ER on it. I don't even care for, as a GA, but I definitely am not putting up with someone being racist like that. And Irv's daughter wants to beat her ass because of it. And I don't blame her. Those are her kids. So he said to me, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm about to leave her in South Dakota. So we sat talking on the phone, and in between I would try to call her and text her. I gave her until 4:20 on the dot, and she still wouldn't answer me. So I said, hey, I'm going to call Irv because I got his number from last night. No response, nothing. And I expected her to be like, no, don't call him or whatever, because look at, she just did in his vehicle, and she fell and hit her face, and they had a struggle because she was hitting him, like pushing the needle in his skin. And he's against needles. So I was very concerned. She wouldn't answer and she wouldn't answer. I asked him the name of the gas station, got the phone number, called them, and I said, can you just do a well check? I said, my friend is in the bathroom and she wasn't acting right before she went in. Well, they were gone for like another 20 minutes. They come back and they said, yes, there is a woman in there. She doesn't sound like she speaks English. She's lethargic. And they said, has she been drinking? And I said, no, worse. And she said, with what? And I said, fentanyl. And she said, we have to call cops. She goes, we have to call even if it was just drinking. So I told her to go put his vehicle around the corner so he could still see, but not in her way, because she was acting like a crazy demon, and she would have gotten him in trouble if she could. And he did, and he didn't see anything. The police pulled off after a while. So I called back to find out what happened. And I was informed that she was arrested, and her pocketbook was full of narcotics, and she was also shoplifting in their store, so she was arrested for that as well. So I guess you don't need to waste your time, Nitty or Cray Cray, making police reports or doing any of that stuff, because in that state, for narcotics alone, the minimum sentence is 3 years. Plus, she has her time in Michigan. I need someone